WABC's coverage of New York Yankee baseball. As today, the New York Yankees take on the Minnesota Twins. Hello, everybody. Welcome to an exciting edition of New York Yankee baseball here on the New York Yankee Radio Network. As tonight, we bring you the second game of a three-game series between the Yankees and the Twins. We'll start off with our little 5-minute web notes of the game today, of what to expect and who is hot and who is not. So we'll go ahead and bring that up for you and go over our results for this evening. Give me one moment. We'll have it pulled up. It'll be the Minnesota Twins coming in with a record of 10-10. The Yankees are 9-10. Both teams are in fifth place in their respective divisions. Blyleven is 3-1. He has an ERA of 2.62, so he's pitching just fine. 31 hits in 34 innings. He'll be posed by Joe Niekro. He's having some problems. He's made 4 starts, 0-3. He's given up 24 hits in 19 innings and ERA of 6.52. This is the second game of a 3-game series. The Yankees defeated the Twins 9-1 in the opener. Hitting streaks in this game. It is Mark Salas, who's in the lineup today, has a 13-game hitting streak for the Twins, and Don Mattingly has a 13-game hitting streak for the Yankees. Ricky Henderson and Ron Hassey both supporting an 8 and 9-game hitting streak, while Ken Herbeck has a 5-game hitting streak. Who's hot in the game? Ricky Henderson is 18 of his last 38 in his last 10 games, and that is with 13. 13 RBIs, 4 walks, and 5 home runs. Gary Gaetti hitting .288. He is 8 of 28. Mattingly hitting .450 in his last 10, 18 of 40. While Ken Griffey, who had his hitting streak stopped, has been 12 of his last 32. Who's not? You have to be Mike Pagliarulo. He is 2 for his last 28. He's hitting .71. Steve Lombardozzi, 3 for 24. Willie Randolph struggling at a 5 of 32. In the pitching department, Joe Niekro is in your not list. He is 0-1 in his last 10 games. He gave up 12 hits in his last 10 games. He'll be opposed by Bert Blyleven, who is neither here or there. This is your Time Machines presentation of WABC Baseball here, New York Yankee 1986 replay. Let's go ahead and go down to the field and get to the lineups. So far, here's your Yankees as they've taken the field. Griffey, Henderson, and Winfield. That's a 3-1-1. The arms are Winfield has a -4. Henderson has the ramen noodle arm at +2. Griffey's at an even 0. Pagliarulo, Meacham, Randolph, and Mattingly. That's a 2-4-2-1. While Hassey's behind the plate, and Niekro is your pitcher. Niekro's 0-3, 6.52 ERA, 24 hits in 19 innings. Here's your Twin lineup. It'll be Puckett leading off in center, Bean in left, Bush in right field, Herbeck at first, Gaetti at third, Salas behind the plate. Mickey Hatcher does the DHing today, Steve Lombardozzi at second, and Greg Gagne is your shortstop. The Yankees are ready. Joe Niekro is ready. Let's get first pitch here at the stadium. So here is Kirby Puckett. He leads off, hitting .333, 7 home runs and 23 RBIs. Hassey sets down the target. Here's the pitch from Niekro. And that ball is hit deep to left center field. Way back goes Griffey. He looks up, and it is gone. So a leadoff home run for Kirby Puckett. That is his 8th home run of the year. And the Twins jump on top 1-0. And that's been the problem with the Yankees getting Niekro in his starts. He has been getting hammered so far. And that's a big blow to start off the game as Puckett goes long and gone. So here's Billy Bean, 1-0 Twins. We're just getting started here at the stadium. We'll get to the out-of-town scoreboard usually every 3 innings until the end. Very important games. This is the last month of April 30th, 1986. Hassey puts down the target. Niekro looks in. Here's the pitch to Bean. And that is going to be a strikeout for Niekro, 1 away. So now here is Randy Bush. So Bush, the batter, he's been hitting .184, 49 at-bats, a double, 6 RBIs. Usually plays against right-handed pitching. Hassey sets the target. Niekro with the windup. Here's the pitch. And that's going to be a line drive base hit for Bush. So Bush is on first. Runner on first and 1 out. And here's Ken Herbeck hitting 267, 5 home runs, 10 RBIs. Had a home run in the first inning of game number 1. Hasse sets in the target. Niekro working from the stretch. Bush takes the lead off first, and here's the pitch. And that is going to be a ground ball to first. Mattingly goes over, turns it to Meacham, back to Mattingly for the double play. 3-6-3. So we played 1/2 inning of play. Twins 1, Yankees coming up the bat. So new pitching for the Twins will be Bert Blyleven. 3-1, 2.62 ERA, 31 hits, 34 innings. Gave up 50 home runs in 1986. Wow, just noticed that. He gives up a solid against righties on a 4-4, 4-5 is a 1-8, a ballpark on a 1-6. So boy, goodness gracious. So Blyleven can give up bombs in a hurry. We'll see if the Yankees can take advantage of it. Blyleven has a fastball and probably one of the best curves. Henderson hitting 363, 6 homers, 17 RBIs, 8 stolen bases. He is now showing why he's one of the number 1 players in baseball. Salas behind the plate for the Twins defensively. It's Bean, Puckett, and Bush. Gaetti, Gagne, Lombardozzi, and Herbeck, while Salas is your catcher and Blyleven is your pitcher. So here goes Henderson. Here's the first pitch. And that ball will be a base hit for Henderson. So he extends his mini streak. Henderson's on at first, and he will be going with everybody. We'll see if Henderson can get a lead. Does he get it? No, he can't. So it'll be a 65% to get a chance. He will take the chance and make it. So he gets the stolen base. He's on at second. Here's Ken Griffey. He's working on a hitting streak again. He got it snapped in the last game, hitting 321, 2 homers, 10 RBIs. Salas sets the target. Blyleven from the stretch. Here's the pitch to Griffey. And that is going to be a strike him out. So Griffey down on strikes. Good overhand curveball by the Dutchman, Bert Blyleven. Here's Don Mattingly hitting 363, 4 homers, 15 runs batted in. Salas sets in the target. Blyleven from the stretch. Runner on second, 1 out. Pitch to Mattingly. And that will be a ground ball to first. Herbeck takes it to the bag. Henderson will go 90 feet up. So runner on third and 2 outs. Here's Michael Easler hitting 222, no homers, 6 RBIs. So again, Salas puts down the target. Blyleven looks in. Henderson to take a lead off third, and here's the pitch. And that is going to be a base hit. It is. It's caught by the second baseman. So nice play by Lombardozzi, and that is it. So we played 1-0 Minnesota here on WABC, home of the New York Yankees. This game will be back on the we'll be right back here on WPIX as we Dennis Rasmussen taking on New York zone, St. John's zone, Frankie Viola. So here's Gary Gaetti. He'll be followed by Mark Salas, and Mickey Hatcher. Top of the second here, Hasse puts down the target. Niekro looks in. Here's the pitch to Gaetti, and that is going to be a fly ball to center. Henderson's made a couple miscues. He'll turn into it and make the play 1 away. So with 1 out, here is Mark Salas. Boy, he's had a great season, hitting 260, 4 doubles, 3 triples, and 2 homers, and 10 runs batted in. He's had a hot streak with a 10-game hitting streak. Again, he's a catcher who enjoys hitting right-handed pitching. Hasse puts down the target. Niekro with the windup. Here's the pitch to Salas. And that will be a fly ball to center again. Again, that's Henderson. He camps under it and snatches it away for the second out. So 2 outs, and here is designated hitter Mickey Hatcher. So Mickey Hatcher on the season hitting 226, a triple and an RBI. 2 outs here in the second. Hasse sets down the target. Niekro looks in. Here's the knuckleballer to Hatcher. And that is a line drive caught by Meacham to end the inning. 3 up, 3 down, go to Twins. We go to the bottom of the second. It's 1-0 Minnesota. So batting for the Yankees here, Dave Winfield, St. Paul, Minnesota zone, as he has been struggling. He's hitting 227, 2 homers, 10 runs batted in. Let's look at Dave Winfield's numbers, and you'll see where he has struggled, I bet. So we'll pull up Dave Winfield's numbers here, take a look at his last 3 or 4 games, including his last series he just recently came off. So if you look at his numbers, Winfield is 1 for his last 16. He has not had multiple hits since the 21st of this month. And since then, he has struggled mightily. 2 for about his last 40 or so. He has struggled almost more than Pagliarulo has. Salas puts down the sign. Blyleven looks in. Here's the pitch to Winfield. And that's a single to right field. So Winfield heard me in the box and gets a base hit. So a big hit for Dave. Here's Ron Hasse. Hasse hitting 341, working on hitting streak. 5 doubles and 5 RBIs. Salas sets in the target. Blyleven working from the stretch. Here's the pitch to Hasse. And Hasse hits a line drive. It's caught by Lombardozzi for out number 1. Winfield back to first. And here is Mike Pagliarulo. 53 at bats, a double, a triple, and a ribby. Salas sets in the target. Blyleven looks in. Runner on first, 1 out. Pitch to Pagliarulo. 5-8 struck him out. Oh, Blyleven threw that curve over. And that's number 2 for Blyleven. 2 outs in the second. Here's Randolph. He's hitting 232. He's starting to bring the average up a little bit. The last game, he had a better game. He's been walking enough, kind of at least give him the reason why he should stay in this lineup. He has a double, a triple, and 5 ribbies. Salas sets in the target. Blyleven from the stretch. Winfield will go on the pitch. There's the pitch to Randolph. And that's a ground ball to third. Gaetti will go over to Herbeck and gets the last out. 2 innings of play in the books. Twins 1, Yankees nothing. Top third, WABC, New York Yankee Baseball. Top of the third, again, we'll be back here at WPIX as Yankees Twin Series will conclude. It will be Frank Viola, the St. John's native, will take on Dennis Rasmussen. And then the Yankees will host the Texas Rangers for a series upcoming this weekend. So Steve Lombardozzi, top of the third. Hasse puts down the sign. Niekro with the windup. Here's the pitch to Lombardozzi, and that's a walk. So Lombardozzi's on. That's a bad walk. Niekro cannot hold anybody on. That has been a fact for a long time. That's an automatic +5 going to second base. So Lombardozzi has any speed whatsoever. He's going to be able to take an extra base. Let's see what Lombardozzi is. He's a 3. So he'll maybe get the jump, but he only gets the jump. He does not get picked, only gets the lead on a number 3. Hasse puts down the sign. Niekro from the stretch. Here's the pitch. He looks for it and doesn't get the lead. So again, runner on first and nobody out. Gagne to battle. Let's see if they go small ball and bunt. Hasse again puts down the sign, flashes the fingers down. Niekro from the stretch and the pitch. They are going to bunt Gagne. They are. So Lombardozzi moves to second. Nice play there. Throws him out at first and ends it. So Niekro picks it up and threw it automatically covered 1-3. Put that as a sacrifice in your scorebook, and the runner on second and 1 out. Here's Puckett, led the game off with a home run, his 8th of the season. Hasse sets in the target, puts down the numbers. Niekro with the base open now. From the stretch, runner on second, 1 out. Pitch to Puckett. And that's going to be ground ball to first. Mattingly has it. Lombardozzi moves up 90 feet, and Puckett is retired. 2 outs with runner on third in the third for Billy Beane. He's 0 for 1, struck out his first time up. He's 0 for his first 9. Hasse puts down the sign. Niekro from the stretch, runner on third and 2 outs. Lombardozzi again to lead in foul territory. Here's the pitch to Beane, and that is a ground ball to short. Meacham's got it, throws them out, and the Twins are done in the third. Nothing going. We go to the bottom of the third, 1-0 Twins. So Meacham followed by Henderson and Griffey to bat for the Yanks. And then we'll have our out-of-town scoreboard. Salas puts down the target. Blyleven looks in. Here's the pitch to Meacham. And that is going to be a line drive base hit for Meacham. Boy, his average is really low, but he's come up strong. So now Bobby's on, +1, +1, -2. So if they're holding him on, he'd be an even jump. He gets picked off on a 7 through 10. So either he gets the lead or he gets picked off. Ooh, so Henderson will bat. Runner on first, no outs. Salas puts down the target. Henderson's average now at 370 as it's really skying up there. Blyleven from the stretch. Here's the pitch to Henderson. And that is a big, Gagne with the play. Meacham has to get back in a hurry. 1 away. Here's Griffey. He struck out his first time up. So Salas puts down the sign for him. Left-handed catcher. Blyleven from the stretch. Off on the right-hand side of the rubber with Meacham taking the lead off. Here's the pitch to Griffey. And that is going to be ground ball to short. Gagne, Lombardozzi, Herbeck for a double play. 6-4-3. That ends the game. Ends the inning. We played 3, 1-0 Twins. And now in the fourth, the Twins up 1-0. 1 run, 2 hits for the Twins. No runs, 3 hits for the Yanks. Bush, Herbeck, and Gagne. Herbeck, and Gaetti for the Twins here in the fourth. How about your out-of-town scoreboard? Let's take a look at it and see if we have any other information on this side. And let's see, in the Seattle, so far it's been Seattle and Boston tied at 5, and 5-8-2 for Seattle, 5-5-0 for Boston. Langston and Hurst still in the game. Henderson hit a home run in the 6th for Seattle, while Rice had one in the 3rd. Detroit leads Kansas City 6-1. Detroit leading this one. Collins had a home run, and so did Balboni. It was Oakland leading Milwaukee 3-2. Canseco with a home run for the Athletics, while Cooper had one for the Brewers. California and Toronto 1-1. Baltimore, Chicago, it is White Sox leading 1-0 there. And Cleveland and Texas. Texas leads the first place Indians by the score of 2-1. That is your out-of-town scoreboard as we go to the top of the 4th inning. Here is Randy Bush. So Hasse puts down the target now. Niekro looks in. Here's the pitch to Bush. And that's going to be a fly ball right field. Winfield's there, puts up the glove. And, he dropped the ball, the glove in the mitt. Winfield just having his problems, drops the ball. Bush will go to second and gets in there. An E9 on Winfield. Runner on second, no outs for Ken Herbeck. So now Herbeck, the batter. Base open. Gaetti on deck. We are going to give the intentional walk to Herbeck. He gets the 4 fingers and he goes to first. Here's the third baseman, Gary Gaetti. He's no slouch, but boy, he gets better against lefties. Hasse puts down the sign. Niekro from the stretch. Nobody out, 2 on. And here is a drive to left field. That's trouble. Griffey off the top of the wall. Bush will score. Gaetti will go to field, score. Here comes Gaetti for 3, and he makes it a 2-run triple, and the Twins lead 3-0. So a 2-run triple for Gary Gaetti. So now here's Mark Salas. Twins lead 3-0 here in the 4th. So again, Niekro's inability to pitch well has really haunted them here. Hasse puts down the target. Niekro with the windup. Here's a pitch to Salas. And ground ball to first. That will drive in the run. I believe it does. Drawn in infield. So a drawn in infield score for Salas. Twins now lead 4-0 as Hatcher comes up the bat. Runner on first. Twins now lead 4-0 as the Yankees are going to have to look for their bullpen. They've done so well lately not having to go to it. And now Ed Whitson is in the bullpen for the Yanks. He's up in a hurry and should be ready soon. Hasse puts down the target. Niekro from the stretch. Here's a pitch to Hatcher. And, they're trying to run with Salas. So Salas gets back to the bag. Here's the pitch to Hatcher. And that's going to be a ground ball short. Meacham, that's always a tough play for Bobby. Fielder's choice gets the fielder's choice. Gets it over to Randolph. Allows Hatcher to reach first. So if 1 out, runner on. Here's Steve Lombardozzi. He walked his first time up. Hasse sets the target. Niekro from the stretch. And again, with a 4-run lead, the Twins are still trying to be aggressive. Lombardozzi steps up to the plate. Niekro working from the stretch. Here's a pitch to Lombardozzi. And that's a strikeout, 2 away. Here's Greg Gagne. So Greg Gagne comes up. Gagne so far hit 269, 2 homers, 5 RBIs. Sack bunt his first time up, so no official at bat yet. Hasse puts down the target. Niekro from the stretch. Here's a pitch to Gagne. And that's a walk. Oh, my. 2 on and 2 outs. And here's Kirby Puckett. So here comes Puckett. Led off the game with a home run, then grounded out in the 3rd. In the 4th inning, we are. Twins lead 4-0. Runners at first and second with 2 outs. Hasse puts down the target. Niekro from the stretch. Here's the pitch to Puckett. And that will be a walk, and that loads the bases for Billy Beane. So Billy Beane, the batter. And will they keep Niekro in 3 2/3? And I think they're going to go get Whitson. So they put the hand up, and here comes Ed Whitson. So Whitson will come in. Niekro not impressing anybody. Whitson on the year, 1-1, 5.63 ERA, 16 innings pitched and 19 hits. So Whitson working from the stretch, bases loaded, 2 outs. Here's the pitch, and that's going to be a fly ball to left. Griffey's there, makes the catch, and the Twins leave the bases loaded, but they get 3. We go to the bottom of the 4th. It's 4-0 Minnesota. Thank you. I appreciate that. Appreciate it. I think I just had some popcorn. I always have a hard time um, eating popcorn. Sometimes pasta just don't chew it right. And yeah, I should have like RJL should have something to drink beside me. So, but I'm trying to conserve what we do have. I still got a long night of work. I'm looking forward to, or not looking forward to. So kind of get this game in. But Sean, thank you, bless you, my friend, my Canadian compadre. I appreciate you, the New Jersey Devil fan that you are. So being from New Jersey, I always appreciate being a Devil fan, even though I do want to try to replay the 94 season and see if we can keep the Rangers from celebrating the 1940 curse. Well, I've never been a huge hockey fan, but it's always one thing I always wanted to do. So, hey, Dave Gardner, welcome aboard. Thank you for coming into the stadium. And let's go ahead and play baseball again. And at top bottom of the 4th, Twins lead 4-0. Twins 4 runs, 4 hits, no errors. Yankees no runs, 3 hits, 1 error. Again, this game's on WABC radio, as there was no broadcasting rights to this game in 1986. So it's just on radio only. That's why we'll bring you the radio broadcast of this one. The Yankees will return back to WPIX tomorrow night, as it'll be St. John's native Frank Viola taking on Dennis Rasmussen. Salas puts down the target. Blyleven looks in. Here's the pitch to Donnie Baseball. And Mattingly hits the ball deep to right field. Bleacher creatures, it is gone. So Don Mattingly finally gets to Blyleven. That's Mattingly's 5th of the year. He gets a high five from Mike Easler, and the Yankees are on the board. Make it 4-1. Hey, Don Mattingly, this bud's for you. So 4-1 Twins here in the 4th. The Yankees jump on Blyleven, who gave up 50 home runs in 272 innings. So here's Salas. He puts down the sign. Again, Blyleven for the windup. Here's the pitch from Easler. 5-5, ground ball to second. Lombardozzi throws to Herbeck for the first down. Here's David. So Dave Winfield, the batter, he's 1 for 1. Finally got a singles last time up. We'll see if Winfield can jump on top here. Salas gets the target in. Blyleven the windup. Here's the pitch to Winfield, and that's a ground ball to second. Rinse and repeat. Lombardozzi throws him out, and that's 2 outs. Here's Ron Hasse. He's 0 for 1. He lined out by getting a home run by Mattingly that extended his hitting streak. We'll see if Ron Hasse can extend his hitting streak. Salas puts down the target, and Blyleven looks in. Here's a windup to Ron Hasse, and that's a goner deep to right center field. That's an auto home run on Blyleven's car, deep and gone. So Ron Hasse takes the grand tour. He extends the hitting streak. Mike Pagliarulo gives him the high five. And hey, Ron Hasse, this bud's for you. It's 4-2 Twins here in the 4th. Yankees fighting back here as they're now teeing off on Blyleven's home run derby card. And now here's Mike Pagliarulo. He's now hitting at a paltry .74. If you see this gentleman in Family Dollar or 7-Eleven, please ask him to leave. He does not have enough money to buy anything. So let's see if he can get him across the interstate and see if we can get him in the Mendoza line. But at this point, Mr. Pagliarulo is struggling. 54 at bats, a double, a triple, and an RBI. Salas puts down the target. Blyleven with a pitch to Pagliarulo. And that's going to be a ground ball to short. Gaggy throws him out and ends the inning. Yankees get 2 back in the 4th on 2 solo bombs. It's 4-2 Twins to the 5th. Bush, Herbeck, and Gaetti, WABC, New York Yankee Baseball. Hasse puts down the target, and Whitson with the pitch to Randy Bush. And that's going to be a fly ball center field. Henderson there snatches it for the first out. Easy catch for Ricky. So one away. Here's the first baseman, Kent Herbeck. Herbeck, the batter. Herbeck has grounded into a double play and intentionally walked. Hasse puts down the target. Whitson with the windup. Here's the pitch to Herbeck. And that is a walk from Herbeck. So Herbeck is on. And now here's Gary Gaetti, right-handed batter. Runner on first, one out. Herbeck, not much speed. They'll still hold him. Mattingly will still play on him on the bag, opening up the hole between first and second. Hasse puts down the sign, goes through the chances. Whitson nods from the stretch. Here's the kick and deliver as Herbeck tried for a lead. So Whitson snapped off a little bit, and then he gets back on the rubber, looks back into Hasse, gets the sign and the kick. Pitch two. That is a pitch. Double right field off the top of the wall. Let's see if they score Herbeck. And they will not. Herbeck will come around third. The stop sign is up. Tom Kelly, the future manager of this Twins team, puts up the stop sign, and it's second and third and one out. Here's Mark Salas. Now, with Salas having a good year so far, do you walk around him and maybe go to pitch to Hatcher, who's more dangerous? Oh, look at that card against lefties. Ew, no. Yes, we'll walk Salas here. So Mark Salas gets the intentional walk. Bases loaded and one out here in the fifth. And I think here comes Lou Piniella. They may go after Whitson here and go to somebody else, and that somebody else might be Brian Fisher. So Fisher will come on in. So Fish is the new pitcher. He's a 5R, always effective, and he is with 33 at bats, a triple, and Fisher 3-0, 1.80 ERA, 14 hits in 15 innings. So bases loaded, one out. Corners are in. They'll come home. Anything hit at Pagliarulo or Mattingly. Hasse puts down the target, and Fisher from the stretch. Pitch to Hatcher. And that's a base hit, first and third. Herbeck scores. Gaetti scores. Salas will go to third. And the Twins get two back. It's 6-2. So bringing Fisher in didn't work as Mickey Hatcher drives in two. First and third, one out. Corners will stay in. Here's Steve Lombardozzi. So Hasse puts down the target now. Fisher from the stretch. Here's the pitch. And Hatcher was trying to steal second there. Fisher had to step off again. Fisher from the stretch. Here's a pitch to Lombardozzi. And that's going to be a strikeout for Lombardozzi and two outs. Here's Gagne. Gagne walked he has sacrifice bunt and he's walked, so no official at bat. Hasse puts down the sign. Fisher from the stretch. First and third, two outs. Pitch to Gagne. And that is a fly ball to center. Henderson's there. Makes the catch. The Twins add two more. We go to the bottom fifth. It's official here in Yankee Stadium. It's 6-2 Twins. So 6-2 Twins. And now here we go. Yankees trying to just see if they can fight their way back in this game. Randolph, Meacham, and Henderson, the big meat of this order. Let's see if they can nail Blyleven again this inning. Salas puts down the sign. Blyleven from the windup. Here's the pitch to Randolph. And that's a walk to Randolph. Let's see if Randolph can run. Randolph only gets the lead, I believe, on a 3. Doesn't get picked off. He gets it on a 4. So if he doesn't get the lead, he doesn't go anywhere. It means he has to get the perfect jump to steal. We'll see if Randolph gets it. He doesn't, so it becomes a 1-4, and he'll have to stay put. So Meacham, the batter, 1 for 1, average up to 238. That's more than I can expect from him. Salas puts down the target. Blyleven from the stretch. Here's the pitch to Meacham. And that is going to be ground ball, double play. Herbeck goes around, turns it to Gagne, back to Herbeck. Perfectly done. 3-6-3. So here's Ricky Henderson now at 2 outs in the fifth. Henderson hitting .366, has singled and lined outs 1 for 2. Salas puts down the target, puts down the fingers. Blyleven in the windup and pitch to Henderson. And that's a single to left field for Ricky. He's 2 for 3. But Ricky will be stealing second base. That is for sure. And 1-13. Doesn't get the jump. Runs anyway. And gets thrown out by Salas. So Henderson gets thrown out, down by 4 runs. We played 5 here in the Bronx. It's 6-2 Twins. Puckett, Bean, and Bush for the Twins here in the 6th. So Hasse puts down the sign. Brian Fisher stays in and works for the Yanks here. Here's the pitch to Puckett. and that's going to be a ground ball to short. Meacham's got it, goes across the diamond for the first out. You can score that 6-3 in your scorebooks. 1 out in the 6th. Hasse sets in the target. Fisher with the windup. Here's the pitch to Billy Bean. And Billy Bean drives the ball to left field. Back goes Griffey. Makes the catch. Good play by Griffey. And that was a double. I thought that was a home run or an out. But ends up being a double for Bean. So it did drop in. So Billy Bean gets his first hit of the season. Runner on second and 1 out in the 6th. Brings up Randy Bush. 1 for 3. Single reached on a 2-base error by Winfield and flied out. Hasse puts down the sign. Fisher from the stretch. Here's the pitch to Bush, and that's a fly ball right field. Winfield's there. Bean's not going to run. That's 2 outs. So here's Ken Herbeck. He's 0 for 1, scored twice. He's been intentionally walked and walked on his own. So 2 walks in the ball game. Here we go in the top of the 6th, 2 outs. The Yankees go after Herbeck again and bring me a lefty. Shirley's a part of this rotation. So now they're going to have to go to Rod Scurry, who has been really good at times for the Yanks. So Scurry comes in. He's no record, 1.35 ERA, 11 hits in 13 innings. Runner on second, 2 outs. Hasse puts down the sign. Scurry, the left-hander, looks in. Here's the pitch to Herbeck. And that is going to be a strikeout for Scurry. Does the job. We go to the bottom of the 6th. It's 6-2 Twins here on WABC. Listen to Cousin Brucey during the afternoons. So here's Ken Griffey, followed by Don Mattingly and Mike Easler. The bat for the Yankees in the 6th. Twins up by 4. Griffey 0 for 2. So Griffey trying to restart that hitting streak. Salas puts down the target. Blyleven, here's the pitch to Griffey. And that's going to be a line drive at Herbeck for out number 1. Here's Donnie Baseball, hitting now at 366. 6 home runs, 5 home runs, 16 runs batted in, and a big long home run in the 4th inning that got the Yankees moving. Salas puts down the sign. Blyleven, the big leg kick, and deals. And that's going to be a ground ball to second. Lombardozzi's got it, flips it to Herbeck for the second out. Here's Easler. Easler's 0 for 2. He's had 56 at-bats, only hitting .214. That's more than just a sample size. Easler's going to need to start hitting the ball a little bit. He happens a DH. That means he needs a swing. Salas puts down the sign. Blyleven with the wind up and deal to Easler. And that's a strike him out looking. Boy, that curveball fooled him and got him on the inside corner. We played 6 here at the stadium. It's 6-2 Twins. We head to the 7th. And now for our out-of-town scoreboard. The Twins and White Sox tie it at 4. The California Angels lead the Blue Jays 8-1. The Oakland A's lead the Brewers 4-3. The Tigers all over the Royals 10-2, while the Mariners lead the Red Sox 6-5. Sounds like Dave Gardner might be coaching. No, I'm kidding, Dave. And then Cleveland and Texas tied at 2. We're in the 7th, 6-2 Twins as we go to the 7th inning. So 7th inning here. Here is Gary Gaetti, 2 for 3 of the triple. He'll be followed by Salas and Hatcher. So 6-2 Twins. Hasse puts down the sign, and Scurry with the pitch to Gaetti, who can hit lefties well. Ground ball to short. Meacham comes up, makes the play, and throws it in the dirt. That's an error on Meacham. That's not his first. He struggled out there, so Gaetti's on. Top of the 7th, Twins lead by 4. And here's Mark Salas. He's flying out, drove in around the single, which extended his hitting streak, and reached on the intentional walk. Hasse puts down the sign. Scurry from the stretch. Here's the pitch. And Gaetti's going to go for second on the stolen base and makes it. He gets the third. Hasse threw one in center field. So Gaetti gets up and goes to third, and a runner on third with nobody out. So it'll be a stolen base on an E2 in your scorebooks on Hasse. Runner on third, nobody out. Infield in for Salas. Hasse puts down the sign. Scurry working from the stretch. Here's the pitch, and that's a ground ball to first. Mattingly's got it. Looks back. Gaetti takes to the bag himself. 1 away. Here is Mickey Hatcher. He had a big single with 2 RBIs back in the 5th. That kind of cemented the Yankees' game so far. Twins up by 4 in this one. They are out hitting the Yankees 7-6, and the Yankees have already made 3 miscues here in 6.5 innings. Hasse puts down the sign. Scurry from the stretch. Here's the pitch to Hatcher. And that is going to be not a single, and that's a line drive, and Gaetti holds. So Rod Scurry trying to Houdini himself out of the seventh inning. Here's Steve Lombardozzi. He's 0 for 2 with a walk. Hasse puts down the sign. Scurry working from the stretch. Here's the pitch to Lombardozzi. And that's going to be a ground ball to third. Pagliaro throws him out, and we go to the seventh inning stretch. So Scurry Houdini's himself out of it. 6-2 Twins going to the bottom of the seventh inning here in WABC. We go to the bottom of the seventh. Still, Yankees trying to stay in this. They got the power to do so. Here's Mr. Winfield, 1 for 2. Finally got a hit back in the second, trying to broke him off a little snide. He hasn't had a multiple hit game in about a week and a half, so he really can use one here. Salas puts down the sign, and Blyleven working from the from the windup. 3-6 fly ball to center. Pockets there, makes the catch, and 1 out in the seventh. Here's Ron Hasse. He's 1 for 2. Long home run his last time up. That extended his hitting streak. Salas puts out target. Blyleven with the windup. Here's a pitch to Hasse, and that's a ground ball. No injuries. That's 2 outs here in the seventh. So here's Mike Pagliarulo. He struck out and grounded out. Still struggling with the bat. 55 at bats, not much hits. Salas puts down the target for him. Blyleven looks in, and the windup to Pagliarulo. 6-10 ground ball to third. That is Gaetti. He comes up with it and throws him out in the middle of all those errors. Only Pagliarulo can avoid all those errors. We go through 7, 6-2 Twins. We head to the eighth. And Rod Scurry will finish the eighth inning, and he'll pitch to Gagne, Puckett, and Bean. So Hasse puts down the target. Rod Scurry with the windup. Here's the pitch to Gagne, and that's going to be a ground ball to short. Meacham's got it, goes to Mattingly, and that will be out number 1. Here's Puckett, led the game off with a home run in the first, grounded out in the third, walked in the fourth, grounded out in the sixth. Top of the eighth, 1 out. Twins lead by 4, out hitting the Yankees 7-6. Hasse puts down the target. Scurry with the windup. Here's the pitch to Puckett, and that will be a fly ball to center. Henderson there makes the catch, and there's 2 outs. So now here is Billy Bean. So Bean 1 for 4, had a double in his last at bat. That was his first hit in 12 official at bats. Hasse puts down the sign. Scurry with the windup. Here's the pitch to Bean. 1-6 single for Bean. So Billy Bean gets his second hit. And here's Randy Bush, 1 for 4 with the run scored. 2 outs, runner on first. Lefty on the matchup. Twins leading by 4. Hasse puts down the sign. Scurry from the stretch to Bush. And that is going to be a line drive. Caught by Herb, caught by Mattingly. Nicely done. So Mattingly with a dazzler. We go to the bottom of the eighth. 6-2 Minnesota. Randolph, Meacham, Henderson, the bat for the Yanks here in the eighth. So now Randolph, the batter, he's 0 for 1 with a walk. Blyleven working his 8th inning of work here. Salas puts down the target. Blyleven with a pitch to Randolph. And that is going to be a line drive. Gagne with a fantastic leaping catch for the first out. You'll see that in your box score as an out. But if you're watching ESPN and one of those new channels that shows sports highlights, you'll see that on your local news. What a play there by Gagne, robbing extra bases maybe of Randolph. So with 1 out in the eighth, there's Bobby Meacham. 1 out in the eighth. Yankees still trail 4. Salas puts down the target. Blyleven with the pitch to Meacham. And that's going to be a bomb. Meacham's W power, and that's a single. Dang it. So Meacham's on first. If he was an end power, that's gone. But Blyleven gets away with that one. So runner on first and 1 out. Here's Ricky Henderson. 2 for 3 in the ball game. His average now ballooning up to 373. 4 doubles, 6 homers, 17 ribbies. 1 out here in the eighth. Salas sets in the target. Blyleven from the stretch. Meacham on at first and 1 out. Here's the pitch to Henderson. And that's going to be a ground ball back to Blyleven. He's a 3-0. Unless he gives up the hit, he doesn't, but he only plays the first. Blyleven with a little bit of a miscue. Meacham goes to second. Blyleven took his eyes off the ball. He was looking for a double play. He fumbled it and had to throw it quick to get the rushing Henderson at first. So 2 outs in the 8th. Meacham now on at second. The inning kind of has been extended. Here's Ken Griffey. Let's see if the Yankees can make Blyleven pay here. Salas puts down the target. Blyleven from the stretch. Runner on second. 2 outs. Pitch to Griffey. And that's a fly ball to center. Puckett is there. Makes the catch. Yankees done in the 8th. Let's head to the 9th. Minnesota leads 6-2. Minnesota 6 runs on 8 hits. Yankees 2 runs on 7 hits. And have made 3 errors. We go to the 9th. So 9th inning here. We need to see if the Yankees can get some here. They are struggling mightily here. And we can get back to where I was. Whoops, hit the wrong button. Here's Herbeck. He's 0 for 2, 2 runs scored and 2 walks. Scurry to finish it, so he probably wouldn't be available tomorrow. Hasse puts down the sign and Scurry looks in. Pitch to Herbeck. And Herbeck with a line drive base hit. So Herbeck gets one through Randolph and Meacham. Runner on first, no outs. And now here's Greg Gagnon. Here's Gary Gaetti. 2 for 4, the triple, and knocked in 2 runs back in the 4th inning. Hasse puts down the target. Scurry with the windup. Here's the pitch. And Herbeck gets picked off. How about that? So he gets picked off. Scurry goes to first. Mattingly throws it down to second. And they apply the tag. So that'll be a 1-3-4 on the caught stealing with 1 out here in the 9th. Here's Gaetti. So Gaetti now up with no one on base. Hasse puts down the sign. Scurry with the pitch to Gaetti. And that will be a line drive to deep left center field. That's going to be trouble off the base of the wall. Gaetti will have a double, and he's in there. That should tire out Scurry. So, but I'll leave Scurry in there, but the next base hit or the next fatigue dot will automatically get him out of there. So here's Salas, 1 for 3 of the RBI. Runner on second, 1 out. Hasse puts down the sign. Scurry. Sorry.
Are you okay?
Try the popcorn.
Are you okay?
I said it's probably that popcorn. Sorry about that. So here's the pitch to Salas. Pop up the first. Mattingly with the play, and there's 2 outs. So here is Hatcher, 1 for 2, 2 RBIs in the 9th. As he puts down the sign, Scurry from the stretch, pitch to Hatcher. And that is a ground ball to second. Let's see if Scurry gets out of this. Randolph with the play. Got him. And that ends the inning. We go to the bottom of the 9th. It's 6-2 Twins. So the Twins now, and Yankees will now come up with Mattingly, Easler, Winfield, lefty, righty, as Bert Blyleven will go for the complete game. So now we go to bottom of the 9th. It'll be Mattingly 1 for 3, long home run back in the 4th. Salas sets in the target. Blyleven with a pitch to Mattingly. And a base hit for Mattingly left field. So the Yankees have something going here in the top of the 9th. And now here's Easler. He needs to be one of the guys right now and gets a big hit. So he's 0 for 3 in the ball game. Salas sets in the target. Blyleven working on the stretch. Here's the pitch to Easler. Easler, double play ball back to Blyleven. Goes back to Gagnon. Goes to Herbeck. That's a double play. 1-6-3. 2 outs in the 9th. And brings up Winfield. Blyleven again assisted by the 2 for 1. So last batter hope here for the Yanks is Dave Winfield. Salas puts up the target. Blyleven with the pitch. Here's the pitch to Winfield. And that's a ground ball to first. That is Herbeck. He fields it himself, goes to the bag, and Bert Blyleven completes a complete game. So the Twins, 6 runs on 10 hits. The Yankees, 2 runs on 8 hits and 3 errors. Go over some final results here and go over some standings, and then we'll get you out of here with tomorrow's game. Blyleven goes to 4-1, goes 9 innings, 8 hits, 2 runs, 2 and a walk and 3 strikeouts. Niekro goes 3 2/3, 4 hits, 4 runs, 3 earned, 4 walks, 2 strikeouts, and a home run. Whitson went 2/3 an inning, 1 hit, 2 runs, 2 earned. Fisher an inning and a third, 2 hits. Scurry went 3 1/3, 3 hits. Great job by Scurry to save some of this Yankee bullpen. Bean and Gaetti with doubles. Gaetti had a pair. Triple by Gaetti. Home run by Puckett, Mattingly, and Hasse. For the Twins, they went 10 for 36, 6 runs scored, 6 RBIs, multiple hit performers. Gaetti 3 for 5, 2 runs scored, 2 RBIs. Bean was 2 for 5. For the Yanks, multiple hit performers. Henderson 2 for 4, Mattingly 2 for 4. Both Henderson and Mattingly are both now hitting 369. And Bobby Meacham's 2 for 3, now hitting 246. More than you wanted him there. Again, the box score. Twins scored 1 in the first, 3 in the fourth, led 4-0. Yankees fought back with 2 in the fourth. Twins added 2 more in the fifth, led 6-2. Now it's the final. Twins, 6 runs, 10 hits, and no errors. The Yankees, 2 runs, 8 hits, and 3 errors. Let's go over the standings, and then we'll go again one more final turn through who we'll see tomorrow. So the Yankees will fall to 9-11. They're 4 back. They're half game back of Toronto, a game and a half back of Milwaukee. They're 2 back of Detroit, and Cleveland still in first place as we end the month of April at 11-5. It's a little late for April Fools. The Indians were 8-8 at the time, so Cleveland is a +3 from where they were. Detroit is +1. The Brewers are a +1. Toronto is a plus, they're +1. The Yankees are a -5. Yankees were 14-6 at this point, end of April of 1986. So I'm playing well, underachieving. The Red Sox are 7-9. They were 8-8 at this point. The Orioles were 6-11. They're playing 3 games below. The A's are in first place as we end the month of April at 11-7. That's one game positive, while the Angels are 11-7. That's the same exact record. The Rangers are 9-7. That's a +1. The Royals 9-8, that's a +1. The Twins are 9-9, that's a +1. The White Sox are 6-10, that's even. The Mariners are 6-12, that's 1 minus. So again, next game right back on WPIX, back on our television network. It'll be Frankie Viola, the St. John's, New York City native. He'll come back home to take on Dennis Rasmussen, the left-hander. That game will be back right here on the channel. And then the first game of the series between the Rangers and the Yankees, and that'll be May the 2nd, Ed Correa against Bob Shirley. That, of course, will be right here on Picks. So thank you, folks, for coming in. WABC has brought you this game tonight. Again, the friends of the community, please like, please subscribe, all our wonderful content. We do appreciate a lot. It helps us. If you're not yet a subscriber, please do so. Please hit the dinger bell, and we appreciate everyone for coming in. Thank you, folks. It's been great. I do so appreciate it. Thank you for coming in, and we'll see you again for New York Yankee Baseball 1986.